Welcome to Insights into Insurance from the A-Team at Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is educational in nature and not intended to be acted upon without first consulting the appropriately licensed professional.
It's a Saturday morning, and that means it's time for Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance. Mike Whitus along with Tom Sorensen. Good morning, Tom.
Hey, good morning, Mike.
It's Eddie Cochran weekend, of course, here in Albert Lea, and Americana Insurance is always involved in the community, and you've got a lot of summer events that you're going to be seen around.
Yes, we do. I thought I didn't get an listener email this week, so, which happens sometimes. So I thought, what am I going to do the show on this week? And all of a sudden I just started thinking, sometimes, I'm doing topics of insurance, and sometimes I just don't talk about us as much, so Americana Insurance and what we're doing and what's going on, so summer events. So kind of some of the things that we're doing at Americana Insurance, which is this last Thursday evening, we were at what we call Summer in the City in Wells, okay? And Angela and Renee, who live in Wells, who's part of our agency, actually is putting this event together, and Angela's done tons of work on this. And what they came up with was an idea of singing the nationwide jingle, okay? So we're actually recording people to sing the nationwide jingle, and somehow Angela set up to where people are going to vote, or somehow we're having a vote of who does it the best or something like that, okay?
Brad Paisley hasn't showed up yet.
Brad Paisley has not showed up. I'm guessing we'd have a lot of female attendees if that was the case. There you go. Yeah, so anyway, now I lost my train of thought. So anyway, so we thought, okay, well, what can we give away? Well, you know what? Kate Radio was so nice into giving us 4 tickets to the Twins game. So that is what was
up for grabs.
That's up for grabs. Yep. So actually, I haven't heard yet how Angela's doing this. I think it's going to be something through Facebook or something on how to do this. But anyway, so that happened Thursday night, and it's kind of got a follow-up thing with the Twins tickets, okay? We might continue doing some of those things with some of the other local town events also, but we're going to be in local parades such as the local little towns of Alden and Lake Mills and Emmons and maybe Glenville. We've kind of put together a tentative schedule, but it comes down to, well, who's got vacation and who's not, able to.
You have the manpower.
Right. I think you guys maybe know about that,
Yeah.
So
I was thinking maybe, Tom, we could put you in a convertible, have a cutout of Brad Paisley, and you could pretend you're singing the nationwide jingle down the road.
I think. What do you mean, Brad Paisley? Me? Come on! I don't. Wouldn't the people just want me?
They may be putting their fingers in their ears as you were driving by in the local parade.
That and covering their eyes.
There you go.
So anyway, but so we're doing that, and then also we're doing Wind Down Wednesdays. Again. Haven't decided exactly if we're going to do all of them or a couple or whatever, but I know that the first one here we're going to have, I believe is it June 20th or what is it? That's the third Wednesday of the month,
yep,
right?
It's June 20th,
okay,
so it's next week or week after next.
Yeah, we're going to have if you guys remember, a lot of people, I think it was the most popular at the time cable reality TV show ever was the Orange County Choppers at the time, and I don't know if it's changed or not, but we're going to have a chopper made from Paul Tuttle Sr., okay? If you guys remember him, he is the big muscle guy with the long mustache, and him and his son always argued. Well, actually, I heard they're back together again and doing show again, but we got a chopper that was made by them, okay, that we'll have on display there. So
that'd be cool. Wind Down Wednesday at June 20th. Take a look, make sure you see that as well.
Yep.
We've also got, maybe let's do a little update, Tom, on the planting and crop insurance with Americana Insurance.
Yeah, there's we got a lot going on there. So farming, giving an update on, obviously the farmers kind of know what's going on in farming, but the people here in town might not know. Farming was a tough spring this year because of how much moisture we had. It wasn't necessarily how much we had, it was when it came. Okay, we would have 2 dry days, and then the third day might have been where the farmer could get out and plant. Well, guess what happened on that third day? It would rain.
It would rain.
Right, yeah. And so we had a really tough time. So through that whole process of most of the guys ended up getting their crops in. Okay, we do have some situations where some crops haven't been able to get in, but it's very little, not like what we thought could happen.
Right.
So because of that, I was doing what we call preventive planting with crop insurance webinars, and so helping these guys make decisions on what they want to do. And some of those webinars, actually, some of the guys didn't get all their corn in, but they ended up making the decision that they ended up planting beans instead of corn because it was getting too late. Okay.
And it was a scary situation for a lot of farmers because they had a lot of the farmers already buy their seed well ahead of time.
Yep.
They look at those maturity dates and they're thinking, boy, I'm going to be cutting it close. Do I go and buy more seed at a earlier maturity date, or what to do? So, and of course,
and that's if you can get it.
Yeah, and of course, folks are saying, "Oh, the poor farmer." Well, keep in mind, folks, if we didn't have the farmers, you wouldn't have a place to eat at the kitchen table.
That's right, and there's reasons why United States of America has kept it affordable to go to the grocery store, even though we don't think so. But go to other places where Totino's pizzas are $20 a pizza. I mean, that literally. So along with that, the crop insurance right now is I am being bombarded with farmers coming in and reporting their acres now. Now that they're done, they are coming in and reporting their acres. They have up to July 15th to do this, okay? But I always recommend to the farmers to get in earlier because guess what? If they wait for that last week or two, they could be waiting a long time over at that FSA office and sitting in a chair doing twiddling their thumbs because there's a long wait usually. So the earlier the better. And so
and Tom, maybe explain for
Yep.
the city people like myself,
Right.
when you're saying reporting their acreage, is that reporting what they planted?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So this sounds really redundant, but they have to go over to the FSA office, Farm Service Agency, report their acres there first, and then they come over to me and report their acres again. Okay? That is a process that we do, and so then we got to enter all these numbers to the insurance company. Well, there's a behind the scenes computers that talk to each other to make sure that the FSA information is matching up with what we're doing. Okay. And again, on the preventive planting, there is some guys out there that might have had a 80-acre field and they just couldn't get that 15 acres. It was too
Finished
up. So that's happening.
So it's not just to brag that I got 1,000 acres planted. It's more on the insurance side of it to let everything go together.
Yep. Right. Exactly. So.
All right. And of course, you've got a couple ladies. You mentioned Angela and Renee over in Wells, working with the local farmers as well. Yeah. And farms, we've just had a tremendous start to the year of writing farm business up. We have some really good farm contracts, or partners, I should say, with insurance companies to write farms. And Suzanne and Angela have been writing up the most farms we've written up in many years. Okay, and so obviously we're doing something right there. And I was just going to say, to get the extra business, you must be building the trust, number one. It is. And building, when you say you're going to do something, you stand behind what you're going to do, and that's why it always pays off. Well, where we're getting it is it's all referrals. We're getting this farmer talks to this farmer and refers them, and that's the perfect piece of business that a prospect we want. And so when I say we got contracts with different insurance companies, people might say, what do you mean? So example, there's some what do I want to say?
companies that only the agent in that office can write only for those companies. I'm not going to say any names because I don't want to sound like I'm downgrading them, but that agent can only write for that company. Okay, so if you don't fit into their mold, or if you're saying, wow, these premiums are getting kind of high, I'd like to see what else. Us as an independent agency are contracted through many companies. Okay,
and you find the best deal. We've always talked, Tom, about putting the puzzle pieces together to form that puzzle. That's why Americana Insurance is right there to put those pieces together.
So it's not only necessarily the premium that's important, but it's also making sure that we're covering their whole operation as the way they should be covered. So hopefully there's no gaps.
You're listening to Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance on this Saturday morning. We need to take a quick break, Tom, and we're going to talk more about what does Americana Insurance have to offer for those folks that maybe are looking at changing up their mind.
Yep, kind of what's going on with us.
You got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Brad, I can help with coverages. Man-to-man coverage, zone coverage, combo coverage.
I don't know, Peyton. I was thinking the types of coverages that your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, like home, auto, business, life, farm, boat, your tour bus.
Products availability varies by state, agent, and other factors. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company, Columbus, Ohio.
For all your many sides, there's Nationwide. Call Americana Insurance Group in Albert Lea and Wells today.
Welcome back to Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance. Mike White is hosting Americana Insurance, Tom Sorensen. And Tom, we had talked about farms, but you also have a lot of other different coverages that you can offer folks.
Right, and our newest asset, Renee Eulenhop, is our personal lines marketing manager. And so, again, we are writing more homes and autos than we have in many years because that's what her focus is. And right now she's writing lots of homes and autos, but she's also, it's that time of year of writing motorcycles and ATVs and classic cars. We did a show on classic cars. Well, people called, and now this weekend, what do we got? We got
Eddie Cochran.
Eddie Cochran. So people listening, give us a holler if you need some coverage on those collector cars.
And the phone number at Americana.
507-377-2000, Mike.
All right. And, of course, another entity that Americana Insurance is with, and that's JH Financial.
Yeah, JH Financial is a partnering company with Americana Insurance, and we do farm succession, which right now Jolene is the one that manages this company, and I bet you she's got probably 10, 15 farms succession plans in the work right now. And then we do business succession, and she does life, long-term care, disability. She also does group benefits. Just this last week, we had a sad situation happen to one of our employers that we have group benefits with. Had someone pass away unexpectedly, and you know what? They had life insurance through our group benefits that we lost. Now, nothing's going to bring that person back, okay?
Right.
But there's going to be a significant need there for some things, and this policy will considerably help that family, okay? Even though that's a sad thing, it really makes us feel good, though, when we can do something like that for a family. And I don't want people to die to make myself feel good or anybody. But
right. And Jolene, and we've had Jolene on the show before, and it's really something, folks, you need to think about, is because it doesn't have to be a farm situation. It could be anybody that has some type of asset. You don't want to go into probate. That can be drug out forever.
Right.
If you're fighting, you may get along with your siblings just great now,
right.
And then as soon as a parent would pass away, and all of a sudden you're fighting over land, you're fighting over a business. If you had it all planned out ahead of time, that's where Jolene can come in and help you out.
Absolutely. And she actually can also do 401ks and simple IRAs too. So just to kind of let the folks know that we offer that.
And, of course, the big thing coming up with Americana Insurance, looks like you've got an event training coming up on Tuesday.
This Tuesday, one of our clients has a large hog confinement, okay? And when I say large hog confinement, it's very large, okay? And I just kind of want to tell people so that people know that we offer this. We're doing a training that's going to start at 7 a.m. in the morning, And so we're going to start out with their drivers, okay, DOT training. Then we're going to go to the shop and do a training with the shop and go over safety in the shop, everything from chemicals to using that piece of equipment, okay? And then we're going to go to the barn people, the ones that are working with the pigs, so on how to handle the pigs. What is the procedure on, and what's the safety tips on if you're pit pumping or being part of the pits or close to the pits? What are the work comp issues of things like, what if you get chemical in your eyes, things like that, and how to do those things. And actually, we got Albert Lea Fire Department that's coming out and actually doing fire extinguisher training. You know that people just don't know how to use a fire extinguisher sometimes?
They know it's hanging on the wall, but they really don't know how to use it.
And it's amazing how many people will say, I got one at home. I probably would never have used it until I did this fire extinguisher training. We got a simulator that we can come out. And so Albert Lea Fire Department, even though that this isn't in the city, but they actually are going to go out and do that because it's just a service that they can do that they feel good. And you know what? Some of those people probably live in Albert Lea too. You know what I'm saying? So.
And once again, Tom, let's plug Americana Insurance here, because these are things that with Americana Insurance, they're being proactive. They're not being the reactive type of insurance company.
Right.
They don't just take your premium and say, adios, we'll never see you again. Americana Insurance being on the proactive side, trying to tackle these issues before something would happen, and hopefully nothing does happen.
And that's exactly right. The DOT training that we are doing for this client, we started, they actually have a government website out there that shows that here's your number. It's like a speedometer, and they were in the red, okay, which means, yeah, okay. And so that rating would have been about probably 75 to 80. Their rating is 0 now because we started training back in about 2012 with their DOT, which 0 is absolutely perfect.
Be proactive versus reactive, be it a farm need, be it group insurance, life insurance, 401k. The place to stop, at least give them a call, give them a chance, bring in your policy, let them compare apples to apples, and you may be surprised, folks. They may find something in your current policy that you weren't even aware of, because it's always difficult. You pay the premiums every month, and when something does happen, it's kind of those, I didn't know I didn't have coverage for that.
Yep, you want to be covered for those moments.
All right, and the number, 507-377-2000, that's the number for Americana Insurance. Nationwide is on your side.
Maybe you should win some tickets with that, Mike.
I'll have to give the girls a call.
I love it.
All right, that'll do it for Saturday. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Mike.
That's Insights into Insurance with Americana Insurance here on Kate 1450.
You've been listening to Insights into Insurance from the Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is educational in nature and not intended to be acted upon without first consulting the appropriately licensed professional.